Hi everyone, I'm Kelsie and welcome back to my channel, Connecting with Spirit. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about 3 signs from the angels, 3 different signs that the angels can send your way. So I'm just going to get straight into this video. So number 1 is a white feather. The angels love to send little white feathers to you, just as a way of letting you know that they're around, maybe to get your attention, to just let you know that they are there, or for reassurance or comfort. So I remember one time I was just starting off my Instagram and I had done my first ever reel where I was on camera and talking about something. I can't even remember what it was about, but I posted it. And I was sitting underneath the tree and I went into this overthinking mode, started to worry, started to think, oh my goodness, should I have posted that? Maybe I should have done it better. This, that, and the other. And then there was fear coming up, all this sort of stuff. And then out of nowhere, this tiny little white feather just dropped straight in front of me, straight in my eyeline. And I just knew that it was from the angels, just reassuring me that what I had done, that video, that was the right action for me to take. So it was just really nice. So this is just one example of a sign from the angels, receiving a white feather. Doesn't necessarily have to come in that way, but just to give you an idea, you could be walking along and there's a white feather, or find a white feather in your hair or in your room, which I have had happen a couple of times as well. Yeah, it was actually after I did a money spell with the angels. I came back into my room and there was a white feather on my floor and I didn't know how it got there, but I just took it as reassurance that the angels had heard my message, had heard my intention, and yeah, it was just really nice to kind of get that sign from them. So number 2 is angel numbers. So you might be going about your day and you look at the clock and it's 11:11, or you might see 2222, kind of these repeated numbers, 12:12, 13:13, these sorts of numbers that constantly repeat themselves, get your attention. And you might see several different ones during the day, or you might see the same one just over and over and over. It just keeps cropping up all the time. And these are known as angel numbers. So you can tune into yourself and see like what the message is for you specifically, or there's lots of content online where you can look them up, the spiritual meaning of that number, and take what resonates for you. Very often I find that when I am in alignment with myself and going with the flow, I will constantly just, every time I look at my phone, it'll be 11:11, it'll be 12:12, it'll be 13:13, and the whole day will go like that. And it is really quite wonderful. I always take it as a nod from the angels to say like, yes, you're on the right path, you're going with the flow, you're doing what you need to be doing today. And I know that other people have said that sometimes when that happens, to tune in to see what you might be thinking when you see those numbers. So for me, I haven't found that to be the case exactly, but it's different for everyone. So I just wanted to put that out there in case that's also, they're trying to bring something that you're thinking about to your attention when you see them. But yeah, generally for me, there is a message. So for example, if I see 2020, that usually means I will be receiving a new perspective. It's like 2020 vision on something that I've been thinking about. 11:11 is usually an awakening of some sort. I will receive some sort of information that will expand my consciousness. So yeah, it's kind of like a code that you decode from the angels. They often use numbers just to communicate with you or to tell you that you're on the right path. So the third one is synchronicities. The angels will communicate to you through synchronicities, and by this I mean it's like kind of like with the numbers as well, where you're just constantly seeing something because you're in alignment. But it's like if you're thinking of something and then you see it. So I'll give you an example. So it was a couple of years ago now, and I was setting intentions for a new car, and I was wondering what car to set an intention for. I wasn't really sure, and I was just kind of thinking about it, and I really liked a specific car, an Audi TT, which is my favorite. Then I was looking at a Suzuki Swift, and I was liking both of them, and I was humming and hawing and not quite sure which one that I should set an intention for. So one day I just got this weird urge to go outside for a walk, and I was living in New Zealand at the time, and I went outside. It was a residential area, and I continued walking again to a bigger road, but it wasn't a main road or anything, and it was just so unbelievable because an Audi TT came down that road, followed directly by a Suzuki Swift. And because Audi TTs are my favorite car, I was always aware, like, you know, I'd always spot them if they're around, and I had never seen one before in New Zealand, so I just thought it was unreal that this had happened, that the angels had sent me both cars at the same time so I could get a good look at both of them to make my decision. And I don't think I even asked them for this either. I was just sort of in my mind, and I had been thinking about it. So this is an example of like a synchronicity. If you're thinking about something and then you constantly see it, or say you wanted to do a course, say in Reiki or something, and you're listening to the radio, and this person comes on and starts talking about Reiki, and it just seems really random because they don't usually talk about that sort of thing on the radio. Or the next day I seem to be clearing a lot as I'm doing this video. The next day you are talking to your friend, and out of the blue they just mention Reiki, and you're kind of like, that's really weird because I was thinking about doing a Reiki course, and this is the third instance where Reiki has been brought up. And then you just go online looking up Reiki courses, and you see someone has a deal. Again, this is all examples of synchronicities that the angels like to send you, just to say, like, a bit of a nudge that you're on the right path, that maybe it would be a good idea to do the Reiki. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Those are the three main signs that I feel the angels communicate with you. So that's white feathers, through the angel numbers, and through synchronicities. Do let me know of any of your stories of these, because I love hearing other people's spiritual experiences or how the angels communicate with you. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to share. I hope you found this video useful, and until next time, take care. Bye bye, and thank you so much for being here.